Triceratops versus the chicken nugget. Who will win? Wait, what? Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another gunpla model kit review, and today I'm taking a look at these, and I've been putting these off for a while and I need to get them done, so let's buzz through these quickly because I don't just have season 2 of these things, I also have number 3. So of course these right here are the Neko Busou model kits, and if you haven't seen the original video I did on these, I'll go into more explanations about what they are in that, but essentially these are just cats with some model kit parts to build whatever way you want. They come in 2 different formats. That's the standard ABCD type you can see here. These smaller boxes contain just enough to make a small little mecha or airplane or something like that. And then we've got the Tenkomori, and this contains everything that's in all of those other boxes with only 1 cat though, but all the plastic parts are the same, just in a different color. So that is exactly what we've got here for Neko Busou 2 and what we'll have for Neko Busou 3 soon. So let's get these all done in one video. So by the power of the God Hand, so that right there is what the Neko Busou Cat Squad number 2 looks like. And as you can see this time around, they're all based on vehicles of some sort. So inside of Neko Busou 2 Box A, we get this right here. This is a grey and white cat piloting what's referred to as the Neko Cupid. So when I said these are all based on vehicles, not quite. This time around, it's a Cupid with a pair of wings, and I assume that's meant to be a bow? So if you are struggling to understand what is going on here, well, the easiest way to put it is the Tenkomori kit, the main kit, is the main design. So this here you can see is some kind of motorcycle. These bits back here are the exhausts, and I guess with this guy they decided to make the exhausts a pair of wings. On the back of the box there's also some more suggested builds. These ones require other kits, and this is the secondary recommended build for this, and that is Neko Beast. I'm not actually sure if it's worth my while mentioning the articulation on these. The cats don't do anything, they're just in a fixed pose. Some of these joints do let you do some things, but not a whole lot really. So again, if you want to know more about the different joint types in here and whatnot, check out the original Neko Busou 1 video. Next on the list then is Neko Busou 2 Box B. And this, as you can see on the front, is the Neko Bike. There is what it will look like completed. We've got this brown and beige cat with blue eyes, and as you can see it's got a cog for a back wheel and a cog for a front wheel, as well as a pair of handlebars that it, well, can't hold on to. As for the alternate builds in this, there is the back of the box showing them off. Of course, there's the Neko Bike, and right here we've got some kind of cat steamroller, and there are some other ideas of what it'd be like combined with other kits. I forgot on the top of these boxes, it does show that there is the cat in its jacket, and there are the parts if you put them together just with the parts themselves. Next then we've got Neko Busou 2 Box C. This right here is the Nyaton Toraku. I assume it's some kind of cat truck. There's what it looks like finished. That is just a white cat lying down this time around. Also, I forgot to mention, these 2 cats we just looked at are the exact same mold, just with a different paint job. C here is a completely different mold of cat, and it's in a different box. Anyway, there is a look at the back of that. On the top again, there is the cat in its box, or jacket as it says. This is Mechanezumi, which is Mecha Mouse. On the back is the options, there's the truck, and Neko Tower Neko, I think? And there's a variation which you can do if you combine it with, I think, all the other kits, I guess. The last of the smaller boxes then is Neko Busou 2 Box D. This is the Nekopian, which basically means cat scorpion, I guess? This is not what it looks like built, because it seems like this time around I built the variant. So there's the Nekopian, but what I built was the Dorirunyan, which is some kind of drill cat. There's his drill round there on the back. I guess it works like that. But anyway, there is all of them A, B, C, and D. So the last box we have right here from Neko Busou 2 is this right here, which is the big old cat trike. So flip that around to the back, and as you can see, this comes with all the little things, which are the mouse, lizard, crow, and snail, I think? So these are actually all based on animals, not vehicles. And the cat in this is, well, but yeah, it's unique to this one, so you cannot build this with these guys right here because you don't have that cat. Anyway, this is what it looks like. And essentially it is just a cat in a big brown trike. But anyway, just like before, we don't want to see what these look like out of the box. No, we're gonna make our own massive cat mecha once again. The whole point of these kits is to make whatever you want. They're kind of like a desk toy you mess around with, and just like before, I did make that big green, I'm gonna make one with these guys as well, but first, we're gonna take a look at Neko Busou 3. So now we're moving on to Neko Busou 3, and once again we've got A, B, C, D, and the Tenkomori. So this time around they're based on dinosaurs, and let's not waste any time. Once again, by the power of the God Hand! So there they are all put together, and this time around, as you can see, they are based on dinosaurs, and there is a Power Rangers joke in here. I'm way too lazy. But what we've got is A here, which is a Tyrannosaurus. Flipping that around to the back, the option in here is some kind of cat stroller. There is the cat Tyrannosaurus Rex in all of its glory. As you can see, this is a brown, I need to get my eyes tested. It's a gray tabby. And compared to the other ones, now it has these kind of like actual mecha dinosaur looking pieces, so this could be useful later on. Box B then is a Mammoth. Flip that around to the back, and the option is some kind of wing thing referred to as a Watari Neko. Of course, there are other options if you mix them together. There's a Neko Kraken, and I almost forgot to mention this. Each one of these now comes with one of these, which is absolutely and utterly fantastic. If you don't know what this is, it's a parts separator. So basically, we only would have gotten these in some perfect grades before, I think. The perfect grade Unicorn Gundam and the perfect grade Exia. And basically what these are for is for sticking in between parts, jimmying them apart if you made a mistake, or in this case, disassembling these guys. This also has a cat paw on it and is made out of an incredibly hard plastic. So if you get all of these guys, you get 5 of these handy dandy things. These are awesome. Awesome little tool right here. Anyway, there is the Mammoth in all of its glory, a bit of a mechanical mask there on its front. The trunk, the ears, everything a tail. And one thing that is interesting about this is the cat that is inside of this moves up out of the way, is actually the same mold as the main cat from the Tenkomori from the first series of these guys. Next up then is C. This is a Velociraptor, flipping around to the back, and I have no idea what this is meant to be. Yuenchi ni aru yatsu. Don't know what that means. There's potential variant you could make if you had more of these kits. That right there is what the Velociraptor looks like when it's finished, and the cat seems to be poking out of its butt, but all in all, fairly standard right here. The last of the smaller boxes, D here, is the Triceratops, flipping that round. The alternate build in here is of a snake, apparently. There is that Triceratops once finished, and this is actually pretty cool. This right here really is a little bit unique compared to a lot of what we would have seen in previous seasons. Pretty cool, and also, that, just like this right here from the last season. Next up then is the Neko Busou Funamori. And this is the big one this time around. It comes with all the parts that we would have seen in the other kits, plus a bit extra. This sail section here did not come with anything else. On the front of the box, it is a ship type thing. On the back, you can make 2 different types of turtles, and what I opted for was the turtle. So the turtle variant does not use up all the parts, that's why you have all these leftover parts over here. If you want to use all the parts in this box, you have to make the ship variant, but I wanted to keep the kind of animal theme going. As you can see, we've got a big fuzzy cat in here inside of what looks like a laundry basket. And yeah, that's that guy right there. So in the last one of these videos I made, I took all of the kits and made one giant mecha out of them. So seeing as I'm looking at 2 different series right here, Series 2 and Series 3, I'm going to make a giant mecha for each and see which makes the best one. So let's go. So this is my basic design for the Dinosaur Mecha. As you can see, I used the sail in the chest there. I'm going to try and make feet out of those pieces. We've got some almost functional hands there, some cool shoulders, and I'm even trying to put together a bit of a V-fin here. Then I'm going to use all the rest of this stuff to armor it up. So for those little Dinobot cats in the blue corner, this is what I ended up with. Not exactly what I hoped. It's more of a discount Bionicle looking sort of thing with a big Triceratops head and failed V-fin. So I dubbed this right here the Triceraflops, because it really didn't work out so well. Anyway, as for its features and accessories and gimmicks, the Triceraflops is rocking a pair of train rollerblades. You can see here that I used the part separator as shin guards. That big sail section is its big defensive chest piece. As for this thing's loadout, what we've got here is a part separator shield on its left arm. These little heads are its grabby hands. Its main weapon here being its big ol' broadsword. And around on the back, its deadliest secret weapon is a parts separator on a fully articulated tail. So these little cat guys right here are quite hefty. They added an awful lot of bulk to the last cat mecha I built, so I felt they weren't really worth it. The joints aren't strong enough to support them, so I decided to just go with one cat pilot, or should I say, Neko pilot. So in your typical sort of mecha way, this has a cockpit in the chest right there. Cat pops in like so. Oh, wrong cat. this is the guy that closes back up like so. We got some cat protection. So basically this does have articulation in all the right places, so things like the arms can move and rotate and all of that sort of stuff. The wrists as well. But I will mention that the joints are a bit on the weak side, so that's why it needed the tail. Otherwise it would just kind of slide and flop. But everything that should move and bend does move and bend, so it is quite articulated. But all in all, the joints of this big lumbering behemoth do make it like not that much fun to play around with, so hence the Triceratops. So I did take this into account when building the mecha for the Neko Busou 2 team. So in the brown corner we've got the chicken nugget. So I won't lie, I spent way too long messing around with this and I am way too proud of myself for doing this. This is awesome. So there's a spin of what it looks like, and I have to admit, this is pretty damn awesome, if I do say so myself. So, you may recognize what this is kind of based on. I based this on a kit I've wanted for ages, but just haven't gotten around to getting yet, and that is Kotobukiya's Hexagear Bulk Arm, which looks so cool. So I tried to emulate that a bit, but it ended up a little bit on the chicken side, and I don't mind. I think it's pretty cool. So compared to that big lumbering beast we saw before, this guy right here is built for speed and stability. So this right here is the chicken nugget. So it's lightly armored around the limbs, heavily armored around the cockpit. And speaking of limbs, we've got fully articulated chicken legs there. And when I say fully articulated, this is no joke. This is some good articulation right here, if I do say so myself again. So yeah, pretty awesome. Also extremely stable. It's got some thrusters on the back, which allows for some brief boost and aerial maneuvers. It's got a grey cat face on the back, a brown cat face on the front. It also has this little segment here representing a beak, so that's the chicken part, that's the nya part. The arms also are very lightly armored, but this focuses on speed and strong attacks as opposed to defense. So once again, everything here is completely articulated. It has a big crushing power claw right here. Yes, I am having way too much fun with this, I know. Look at that, it actually works. Grabby grabby. On the underside it has this, which is also one of its wings, which helps it maintain some thrust in the air. Very briefly I'll say, but it's also used as a shield. And equipped on the right arm is its drill lance. Once again, this does have a bit of a Tonfa-esque shield wing, which can also be used to maintain some thrust in the air. The drill lance can spin for drilling. In order to articulate this, the shield can move out of the way, and we've got articulation right there for those extended drill punches. And if you're not impressed enough already with my mecha engineering, check this out right here. Fully opening, functioning cockpit. I mean, seriously, look at that. The cat actually goes in there and everything. I mean, seriously, Bandai, hire me now. All they could come up with was a wonky motorbike. Look at this gloriousness. Look. Here it goes. Oh yeah. Fully functioning cat cockpit. He even looks out the hole. Yeah, but does it work with an action? Yes it does. Works with an action base. So anyway, that is it for the review, and all I can say is, out of the box, these things can be a bit on the dull side. They're not really all that exciting, just kind of like a little desk toy. But once you actually take them apart and do what you're meant to do, like it says on the back of the box, and build your own, these turn into a whole lot of cat-related fun. And I haven't had as much fun building a custom thing before, like I've had with the chicken nugget, as you probably guessed. But anyway, these are awesome. If you do want some of your own, there's a link down there in the description for both series of these. You can check out the other video I did before if you want of the first series. If you like this, hit that like button to let me know if you'd like to see more cat-related things. But anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to come back for more model kit reviews, and I'll see you next time.